How's it going there, everyone? It's Mr. Zen over here with a brand new Bleach discussion. And for today's segment, we're going to be talking about Bleach Chapter 680, The End. And yes, folks, the title literally says it all. The End Part 2. And this is where tite Kubo is now officially acclaimed his throne to being another one of the giant Shonen Jump rankings as a finisher. Yes, folks. What I'm talking about is Bleach is finished. Tite Kubo has finally said that, that his manga is done. And we can clearly see that from this chapter. And let's not forget that after all this has happened, we still don't know what Icihigo's Bankai is. Yes, folks, we all wanted to witness Icihigo's Bankai. But because of all of these alterations and all these fast proceedings, we don't know that yet. Or we may never know. But one thing's for sure, Bleach is finishing, so that means that all these 8 years that has been worked itself up is now continuing to an end. And we're actually not going to witness, maybe tite Kubo might be actually working on some other project that we aren't aware of. Or maybe he just got tired of the manga. As you can see that most of the new chapters that is coming out, they're kind of very sloppy in a sense, you could say. They're all very dramatic, but for no apparent reason. The characters are not going so well. Like, this feels just rushed in general. And I'm kind of a little disappointed at the fact that tite Kubo can. Yes, folks, he can produce good material, but it's just that he's rushing through a series. You could tell he's literally just going straight to the end. Maybe that's why all those other previous chapters, he was showing new Bankais, new attacks, new enemies, all for hype. So maybe that way his manga can get a little higher in the rankings. But apparently it's not working. I'm assuming the editor said, you know what? Time to X-nay this series, and that's about it, folks. Luckily though, Bleach had its good run, but now it's just done now. Sad to hear about that too, to be honest. We all been through the rough sketches of Bleach, but now it's done. But continuing on the chapter, that was all in the first panel that you see, a full colored page explaining that tite Kubo's done with his manga. But from there on, it continued on to the story as where Icihgo is actually losing his Quincy powers and his hollow powers to Bach himself. Yada yada yada. We literally clearly see that, the main villain is literally taking everything and becoming the spotlight, becoming a super ultra high form. Even he is already a high form already, which I clearly don't know why he's becoming even more powerful than he is, which I don't know why. It just makes no sense now after all that is happening. Icihgo should in this fight, he should have actually won, which I was a little bit disappointed. Like, I don't know where tite Kubo is kind of going along with this. But yes, folks, let me continue this because, like I said, it's just not kind of making any sense. And then from that little part, we actually also see that Gerald and Icihgo are also facing off against each other, and Icihgo is actually losing. And it clearly looked like Icihgo was about to die in the chapter as well. It literally looked like a major death flag. And I'm here wondering, like, holy snap, Icihgo is, you could say he's kind of regretting his actions for taking part in the war against the Shinigami. But then, like I said, that little conversation just finishes off in itself right there. And then for continuing on, we later see that Gerald dies. Yes, folks, I'm a little pissed off because of that. Not for everything else, because everything else is kind of self-explanatory. But Gerald was done by none other than Bach himself. Juha Bach himself, folks. That's what pissed me off. It made no sense why he should kill his own Storm Ritter. Man, why do all that? Oh my god. Just made no effing sense there. I actually would have loved to see how the Shinigami would have taken down Gerald. That's something entertaining. We see this other all-powerful being and these other characters are struggling, but yet he's gonna decapitate this guy by taking his actual power away, which goes to show that the Shinigami were gonna lose. Is that what tite Kubo was explaining? That there was no way in general these guys were gonna win, and what's going on, tite kubo? Like you can clearly see that like you're rushing through your content, and that's what's really pissing me off right now. Is that you have great potential, you have great story, you have a great story to work on, but it's just that you take a different route at times, and you just don't want to entertain us with something else. Like I feel like maybe it's because not many people that are viewing his content or buying his content. Maybe that's what's kind of hurting it. But I don't know what to say from there, you know. And then continue on from the chapter. Juhabak, yes, after taking everybody's power, which then goes to show that maybe Icihgo is not going to fight downstairs against another one of the servitors since he took every power that he has. So that means that literally Juhabak is now the main villain now. Everybody else is just now waiting for Icihgo to defeat him, which makes no kind of sense. And now I'm kind of curious to what is Juhabak doing? It says now he's going back to the past to, you know, hurt every person that was up against him in their most precious time and in their happiest time. So now I'm kind of curious that, so then are they gonna, is tite kubo gonna do like a reversal thing going on here? Because the fact that by him going back in time, maybe there's going to be another fight or so. I mean, he left the portal open for other people to come in, but I don't know. It's just, who's going to go in there? Isshin Kurosaki and Ishida's father? Maybe they'll go in there. I don't know. I just don't know where this story is going, to be honest. I really don't know. I'm just speculating now from this point on. Because like I said before, he has good material, but he's just throwing some weird curveballs at us viewers. And I'm just kind of disappointed too. But from what I can speculate, maybe these two strongest characters will go inside the portal, try to stop him. That means that they're going to go back to the past and maybe warn themselves for the future tense. Maybe that's what they're kind of doing. Like they're kind of doing like a time travel thing going on here, I'm assuming. Or maybe Ishida's father can travel to parallel worlds, and that's how he knew. That's why he knows everything. Maybe that's why he never really was worried about Juhabak, because of the fact that maybe he knows what's going on. Maybe he knows that how everything's already planned out. I'm just kind of speculating at this because of the fact that why hasn't Juhabak went out of his way to go to get Ishida's father's powers? Now, that's what I'm curious. See, like I said, some of this stuff is not really making sense, but at the same time, kind of does. Like maybe so and so, but other than that, not really. But since now Icihgo doesn't have any powers, what does that have to do with Icihgo? Was there somebody else that's gonna take the throne and defeat Juhabak now? You know, like I said, like it's just kind of weird how he's going with this. Now I'm just in it just to see for the long run, just to see how it's gonna end. That's really how I am here. But that's about it for this chapter, folks. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this chapter. Are you guys disappointed as much as I am? What are you guys' theories and speculations as to where Juhabak is going to go in the past and destroy it? Maybe that's where they're going to be an actual fight by him going to the past, or maybe another alternate universe. Maybe that universe that they're in is not, it's just done for. So then in another universe where he's going to go to the one where they win, maybe that's where it's going to be the one hit K. Nope. Like I said, folks, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about it. And as always, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe. But this is Mr. Zen signing out.